The Chosen is sort of an online TV series about the life of Jesus, and it's one of the offerings that is given here at St. Mary's from time to time, including right now. And it's great in terms of helping us sort of put ourselves into the actual life of Jesus. It's sort of told from the point of view of the disciples. And so you can get it on your phone, it's an app that you can look for and just do it at home if you'd rather not do it as a group here. But what I love about it is just that it allows us to enter into being with Jesus in a very real way. And one of the situations that I would have loved to have been at is the gospel story today. It's called the Transfiguration. And it's the story of Jesus taking Peter, James, and John up on top of the mountain, and they experienced Jesus in his glory. And Jesus did that for a purpose. He had been talking to them about his coming suffering and death, and he knew that that's what was ahead. They were going to Jerusalem, where he was going to be put to death before being raised on the third day. And that experience of glory of Jesus helped the disciples to get through that time of suffering and watching Jesus die. It said, this is not just an ordinary person. Jesus is the Son of God. This is my son, listen to him, said the voice. If you just think about how awesome it must have been for those three disciples to have been there and to have that experience of just seeing that glory of Jesus, a real gift. What happens this morning here in this place is even more awesome than that. Because here at Mass, Jesus comes again in his glory. And he prepares us for some of the sufferings that are part of our lives by helping us to know that that glorified Jesus is with us. And Jesus comes to us this morning in the form of his very self. He gives all he has. He gives himself. That's the definition of love. That's who God is. And he comes in the physical form of his body and blood. And unlike Peter, James, and John, who just sort of watched that happen from a distance, we today are able to actually receive the glorified body of Jesus within us as we receive him in the Eucharist. So that as we leave here, we leave with Jesus inside of us, one with us, in communion with us, as we're in communion with one another. And that's pretty amazing. And that's what gives us strength to face the challenges, the struggles of life, knowing that there's something more ahead. The glory of God, the resurrection, God giving us the strength we need. And so let's pray today that we may truly know what we receive this day and cherish that in our hearts.